Hi guys, it's Linton here from Greenbox Markets. So I haven't recorded a video for you for some time, and I've got quite a few guys asking me to do some analysis on the dollar-yen currency pair at the moment. So I figured we would start right at the beginning with this pair, as there's a few structures that we need to run through. So we're looking at the dollar-yen and on the weekly time frame. And the first thing that we can see here is that there is a dominant structure on the weekly time frame, which is broken to the upside. And there's a secondary structure which is forming above that. So here's the initial structure that I'm talking about. And I'm just going to put it in the wave format there for you quickly so that you can have a look at it. So we've got 1, 2, 3 waves in the structure. And this is the break over here that I'm talking about. The second structure, which is forming above this weekly time frame breakout, is the one that I'm interested in at the moment. And that's the one that I'm looking at in terms of whether we're still going to see some upside or some downside. So let's just move down to zoom in a little bit over there and we can have a look at it. Okay, so bear in mind we're still looking at the weekly time frame over here. We will go down to a smaller time frame shortly. So in terms of this structure, a confirmation that the original break on this weekly structure over here is going to hold would be the formation of a secondary structure above it here, and that's what we're currently seeing at the moment. I'm expecting to see 1, 2, and 3 waves to confirm a break and continue the upside on this structure over here. This is, again, I'm just stressing that we're looking at the weekly time frame at the moment. So what am I expecting to see right now? And we're going to go down to the daily time frame just to see that more clearly. Just waiting for the system to catch up. Okay. Now this is the structure that is obviously forming above the weekly time frame. That's what we're looking at the moment. And what I'm seeing is an impulse, a corrective structure, and we're waiting for an impulse to the upside to complete the bigger structure over here. Now, only a break of that level there would confirm that we're going to see the upside now. So currently, I'm actually expecting to see another wave to the downside. Let's just have a look at it over here. So that structure over there is the one that I'm expecting to break to the upside eventually. But I'm first expecting to see another move to the downside on the daily time frame. Let me just put in the bottom of the structure over here. Okay, and quite clearly we can see there that we've got 1, 2, 3 waves at the moment. We're waiting for the completion of the fourth and possibly a break at this level to continue up to complete this bigger structure over here, which we are waiting for. So let's just move down to the 4-hour time frame and have a look at it over there, as we can zoom in a bit on the finer details and see exactly where this pair is headed. Okay, so this is the structure that was forming above the weekly, and this being the 4-hour formation that we're currently looking at in terms of completing that structure. And just to give you an idea, this is what we're looking at over here. So that's a 1, 2, 3 wave structure, which I'm expecting will break to the upside and will start our final big move outside of the structure over here. Which means that yes, I am still expecting some downside on this pair, and the only way that that will change is if we see a break of that resistance level over there, which hasn't happened at this point in time. So I'm expecting to see the completion of another wave to the downside here to give us this kind of structure, and then from that point we'll be looking for to get into the long here. If we see a reversal take place at this level over here in the form of we'll go down to a smaller time frame and we'll have a look at it over there. But basically what would happen is we would see price move like this, and on a smaller time frame we would get a move up, a little flag and a break of that flag. That is where I'm looking at entering the trade to the upside on this pair. I'm currently in the short, waiting for this wave to complete, and as soon as that turns and changes and we get a trend change to the upside, I'm looking to get into the long and hopefully hold that all the way out of the structure on the weekly time frame. So guys, I hope that gives you a little bit of an idea of what I'm looking at in terms of the dollar yen. So first expecting the move down to complete the structure on the 4-hour time frame, and from that point we're looking for a reversal for upside on much bigger time frames with much bigger targets to the upside.